They're here. The zombies are here. Somebody's got to stop them before they take over our school. We are the Zombie Kidz. Alright, so before I get into the gameplay of this addictive little cooperative game, let me give you a quick tour of our characters and then the school. So we've got the laser rancher here on the right, the skateboard nerfer on the left up here, the yellow biker, and the squirt gun gremlin. Now these are all names I've given the characters. You get to give your characters your own names in your rulebook. School itself, let's look here. We've got a gymnasium. Our mascot appears to be a singular beast. Next door to that, we head over to the cafeteria, which appears to have been ransacked already. Right on over to a library, and lastly, something of an art room, classroom, with a Kandinsky on the wall, of course, and a game of hangman going on over there. Alright, now just outside the school are the four corners of our schoolyard. Each of those has a gate, and beyond those gates is the massive slobbering horde of bad-breathed, festering zombies that are hungering insatiably for human flesh. So we better, not let them in. Alright, on my turn, I'm going to roll the zombie die. The color I roll is the room I'll add a zombie to from our supply. Then I can choose to move or to stay put. At the end of my turn, I check for a couple things. If I'm in a space with zombies, I defeat them all and send them back to the supply. And if I'm in an unlocked gate space with another player, we high-five and we lock the gate. Way to go, you! Locked. If we roll the die but our zombie supply is empty, we've been overrun and we lose. But if we lock all four gates before that happens, we win. Pretty simple, yeah? I mean, I could literally sit here and play an entire game on camera in 5 minutes. You roll the die, we add a zombie. Here. High five. Alright, I won't play a whole one, but the fact that the game's simple and straightforward and fast doesn't actually mean that it's easy. Depending on how risky you feel, whether you let zombies pile up in one room, depending on the die roll and how cruel it's feeling that day, the game can actually be kind of difficult. Say I'm here in the yellow room. I've got a friend here who's just set me up to lock this gate later this turn, but on my turn I went and I rolled a blue and added a second zombie there. I now have to make a really tough decision. I can either go there and help lock that gate and get us one step closer to the win, or I can get over here and kind of address this emergency, because there's an added rule that if a third zombie ever gets added to a space, then we can no longer enter that room, and if I'm in that room, I have to leave immediately. So there's this big risk in going there that on my partner's next turn, they're going to get that blue die face, and then we're going to have this big horde of zombies building up for the rest of the game every time we roll a blue that we can't do anything about. And let's be honest, it's 2019. There's no such thing as a simple board game anymore. So let me tell you what this game really is. When you open the rulebook and you whiz past the 2 whole pages of rules, you're going to find that most of the book is made up of sections that mean nothing during your first game. There's many empty columns, pages of various stickers, and achievement charts. These are the elements that are going to help us change, evolve, and grow our copy of Zombie Kidz. And the most important element, secret envelopes. When do we open these envelopes? On our progress chart, there are various spaces on our path marked for each envelope. Each time we win a game, we get to add 1 brain sticker to the progress chart. And we also have a variety of achievements we can attempt to obtain. Things like beat the game with 2 players, or win a game with no zombies left in the reserve, to make it more difficult for ourselves. You can claim a max of 1 achievement as a group each game, which means you get to add an extra trophy to your sticker in the progress chart in addition to your brain stickers. And what's inside these envelopes? I won't go into specifics. You'll have to earn your first envelope to see more, but it's a general idea of what you're going to find in something like this. Envelope number 1 contained 1 hero power, 3 more achievements that you can attempt, and a new special rule related to hero powers. Honestly, the real beauty of the game is that it's such quick, addictive fun. Every single game gets you a sticker, and at the end of every game, there's this inevitable moment that ends the same way each and every single time. Yes, we did it. We're playing again, right? Oh, wow, that was a tough one. All right, we're playing again, right? We're playing again, right? And before very long, we're going to find that we start to run kind of low on achievements. So some of the envelopes are going to introduce more, but eventually we'll find that there's just hard achievements left. We haven't beaten the game with only 6 zombies in the supply instead of 8, so we'll take 2 out. That seems really tough. We haven't beaten the game with 4 players yet. That's one of the first ones we get. But we just don't have that 4th player. So maybe we have to go recruit old Mrs. Jenkins from next door to play Water Cannon Gremlin Guy or something like that. And the game itself. Well, before you know it, you're playing with many more moving parts and mechanics. It's not the simple game it was when it started. Our characters are powered up, they're versatile, but at the cost of the zombies learning and improving themselves. The game hasn't necessarily gotten any harder, just more complex, and now we find ourselves pretty proficient at a dense and captivating strategy game. What happens when the envelope stack is empty? Well, more high fives, certainly. That's no small number of bubbles to fill. The game doesn't have to end here either. Once you've unlocked all the envelopes, all their effects and rules become modular parts of the game that you can plug in or remove as you please. Perhaps you have your own ideas for particularly challenging rules combinations, or you just want to go back to basics sometimes. And at the end of the day, as long as you're having fun defending your school against the zombie hordes outside, you're doing it right. On that note, I'd better go. There's still my own horde to deal with outside the store, I'm just remembering. Hope you had a great time watching our little tour of Zombie Kidz here, and we're going to be back with more board game content soon. Thanks for watching.